This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Kelly Thompson. You're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks.
I'm here for Peter. Thank you for that drop, Philip. Lovely interview with Kelly. As always.
Why, thank you, Lilith Hellfire.
And you're welcome for the suggestion.
Thank you for complimenting me on taking your orders correctly, ma'am. Well, anyway, welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil, and as I said, that suggestive young woman is.
Hey, y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. Thwip, thwip.
Boy, we were just off, like, you calling me a slave driver, dude.
It was a friendly suggestion. You can never have too many celebrity drops. Rule number one of podcasting.
When I'm demanding on here, it's called a friendly neighborhood suggestion.
I'm the kingpin. I don't do suggestions. I only dish orders. Justice for Vincent D'Onofrio. He must be in a Spider-Man multiverse.
Oh yeah, he wants to be in Spider-Man 3, I guess. Which we're announced this week. Doctor Strange is going to be in there, so of course we're probably getting
okay, poor man's Tony Stark replacement. Just saying, I'm not ready for like Madam Spiderweb. I'm not ready for it. I don't want that.
I mean, yeah, if you're like poor man's. I mean, Iron Man's gone. I mean, Captain America's either an old man or gone. You know, so it's like, who are you gonna get?
No offense, Falcon. We don't want you here.
Oh, he's got him and Bucky are sharing a show.
Exactly.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we could have had Agents of Wakanda, but hashtag not better.
Oh. There we go. We should have had a Spider-Man and Shuri team up. Come on.
Just saying. Although, he is just nerdy enough in the MCU's version that could work. They could like vibe off each other. They're not that far apart in age. Just saying, some thoughts. Just sharing some thoughts, Marvel.
Oh.
I do it for DC. I thought I'd do it for you.
Exactly. All right. So,
what are we talking now?
Well, before we get to tonight's Amazing Spider-Man 364, part 2 of our Shocktober month, and talking about some new issues. Remember, Slave Driver. Ray didn't get his feedback in last time. So for those of you who listened to our Deadly Foes of Spider-Man review, here's Ray talking about Deadly Foes of Spider-Man previously on. So, all right, I got to get his graphic up.
Yeah, well, come on, get together. I know you're used to doing capes at this time of day, but
you didn't order me to do it. How was I supposed to remember? Slave Driver. But yeah, so while I'm setting this up, remember, so for those of you who don't know, which I don't know who that would be, you're about to hear the brilliance of Ray, podcaster extraordinaire. You may know him from such podcasts as Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast, To Know Her is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, and of course, you can hear him the last Tuesday of every month right here on this podcast, talking all things Scarlet Spider with me and Ray, with me and Matt.
The Sausage Fest.
Oh, how
there you go.
But of course, the biggie into the night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Poor Ray.
So there's his nostrils. All right, everyone. So here's. Well, first feedback you'll hear, because you'll hear him again at the end of the episode. But Ray, talking Deadly Foes of Spider-Man.
Hello, Lilith and Phil. This is Ray, dropping in some thoughts for Deadly Foes of Spider-Man 1 to 4 in your seminal Shocktober month. So I guess overall, firstly, I just want to say, I found it shocking. Only joking. It was
boo, go home.
Shock less. I mean, I understand why you included it into Shocktober, But yeah, didn't see as much of Herman Schultz as I would have liked. But having said that, I actually enjoyed this 4-issue arc. More so towards the end. So the first 2 issues or so, I think, were pretty much paint by numbers. It was fun to see Spider-Man up against the Sinister Syndicate. I like the idea of the Beetle being the planner and putting them together, but how he's massively in debt. So he's got his particular motives as why he's doing it. Spider-Man jumping in, just kind of like being a thorn in their side, and also Kingpin and Pembroke adding a little bit of dynamic to it. And then you have, is it Leela? I'm sure the way it was spelled, Leila. I'm going to call her Leela. I could be totally wrong. But I actually found the story get a lot more interesting once it was revealed that she was the widow of the Ringer, and she had her own vendetta, which was to humiliate the Beetle. So once that actually started playing, and then you started getting the Sinister Syndicate kind of fighting each other, and there being kind of deceit, and even towards the end with Rhino, I thought that was it felt a little added on, but it actually, I think it added to it. I enjoyed it, how Rhino actually went behind all of their backs and went to the Kingpin. But again, he was kind of shortchanged or deceived by the Kingpin. But in a final turn, Rhino kind of turned it over and did the dirty over the Kingpin, which he admits towards the end and says, "Look, I respect you for you doing that because I did that to you." It's all sounding pretty general if I guess anyone's listening to these comments now, but after you guys have gone through the issue, you'd kind of know what it's about. So I liked how there was this toing and froing, and there was these criminals basically trying to get the better of each other. And it was even, I guess, epitomized with, was it James, the name of Speed Demon, but him cracking on to Leela, who was the girlfriend of Boomerang. So if anything, I really enjoyed this whole idea about how these criminals were not the most moral, and they weren't the most upright, in the sense that they didn't say they were what's they disingenuine. How do you say? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they're cheating each other all the time. And I really enjoyed that. So yeah, like I said, the second half of it was got really interesting for me. I love the fights between Maury Bench and Rhino towards the end. I mean, the fight scenes were pretty cool. What did let me down a little was I think the art. It wasn't the best. If anything, I'd say it was average at best. But the story by Fingeroth was a lot stronger than the visuals in my eyes. What else was there? There was the thing about the Rhino getting off his wanting to get his suit off. That was pretty cool. So Spider-Man seemed to be more like, and he was like putting through the ringer. I mean, I guess I always get these thoughts of it's Spider-Man versus like 5 or 6 of them, and we have the Sinister Syndicate. He's fought the Sinister Six as well. He seems to do pretty well against, considering the numbers. But here he was
considered such a sausage fest.
And I didn't realize with Boomerang as well, just finally, that he was kind of like Bullseye-esque. I didn't realize. I think I read somewhere he had a strong arm, and that was why he was Boomerang. But I didn't know he was like deadly accurate as well, which is quite interesting. And I wonder. I guess I wonder why he didn't kind of push on to become more of a popular villain as compared to like Bullseye. I guess Bullseye aesthetically is cooler, and his character is darker, and it seems to be a lot more edgier. But it just interested me that he had the same power set as Bullseye. So anyway, I'm hoping you enjoyed it. If you didn't entirely, then you'd probably be in about the same boat that I was in. But like I said, in the second half, it kind of really got better. So having said that, but balancing that off with the artwork, I'd give it a maybe a B minus. I think I was hovering between a B to a B minus. It was readable. I'm not sure if I'll go back into it again. Although, having said that, I do like the characters. I actually want to learn more about Speed Demon. I love speedsters, and I'd only known of obviously the Flash, Whizzer, and Quicksilver.
Not the Wizard.
I vaguely remember Speed Demon, but I think this is the first time I've actually seen him in a comic. I may have read him in the Marvel Universe, Handbook of the Marvel Universe. Anyway, excited to hear what you have to say for this, and keep on spinning those webs and keep on
Get out.
being shocked. Oh.
That's our boy.
That's
the word Ray was looking for was disingenuous.
Yes.
Disingenuous.
Yes. But I mean, look, longer and longer feedbacks for Spider-Cast. Boy, I wonder why. I wonder if someone,
Where's the
long? Because I know Lilith likes it long.
Because he wants Lilith to listen to all these feedbacks and say,
well, look how big it is.
That's pretty damn big.
Whoa!
Well, look how big it is.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
Well, look how big it is.
Look, listen, like I said, 2020 has been a dumpster fire. We need something to laugh about. Shocker is like, just trashed here. Some cannon fodder. But he also has like a lot of good dynamics. I feel like the story that he's in, it's like, oh yeah, it's a Shocker story, but there's still like good dynamics and you kind of feel sorry for him and stuff, Kind of like the Sandman.
Yes. Oh, please. Sandman's way better than Shocker. Come on.
Well, it was touch and go for a while. It took a while to develop him, and I just think nobody's really that interested in making a good Shocker story. A solo Shocker story, I should say.
I guess.
He's cannon fodder. He's the butt of the joke, and you know what when you see that it's a Shocker story, you know what you're gonna get.
True. I guess
they can't all be Green Goblins, bro.
Oh Lord, we'll get there tonight.
Oh yeah. So on that note, let's get into our issue so that we can talk about the weekly Spider books as well. Or what do you want to do first? You want to do the new books or?
Nah, let's do our shock. Let's get to our boy. Amazing. Oh.
The official soundtrack to Shocktober.
All right, so yes, Amazing Spider-Man 364 from July 1992.
Pretty modern.
Known far and wide as that one before the hologram cover.
The pain of fast air. Boy, they didn't lie.
Yeah. The deadly foes of Spider-Man, see it right on the cover. The Shocker.
Imagine being this close to a foil covering of the Shocker.
Wait.
Just imagine.
What was the Shocker doing with the deadly foes of Spider-Man? Was he getting them coffee or something?
Yikes.
So, yeah, we see Shocker's trying to break into this building. It even says there's even an editor's note, So last saw him in Deadly Foes of Spider-Man.
Wait, if you need an editor's note on the very first page and it's not a Deadpool book, you might want to rethink your strategy. Just saying, only Deadpool can get away, and Squirrel Girl can get away with that.
So yeah, he's blasting security drones, and of course, Idiot blasts one out the window because guess who's swinging by?
Thwip in the house.
So Shocker's thinking guards are probably going to be here soon. He's looking for access codes. And then he picks up. Oh, are those floppy disks?
I believe so, sir. It is still 1992.
Just what I wanted. And then who's on the wall? Sure is nice to be wanted. And you should know, Herman, you're wanted in 47 states.
Like, disrespect to just, most guys named Herman probably, don't want to be called by their full name. They probably have a cool little nickname, just call me the Shocker, man. You ain't got to call me Herman like that, bro.
Oh, that's right. He probably puts the oomph into it every time he calls him Herman too. He's probably like, "What you doing,
Herman?" Exactly. Because Pete can't help himself. He is a sarcastic, snarky little twit sometimes.
What are you doing, Herman? What? He's like, "Why?"
Poor Shocker.
Oh, you? We're trying to blast Spider-Man. But a shockwave handshake is something I'd rather avoid. Thank you. Whoa.
You get a vibrating hand. I knew it. I was waiting. So predictable, Philip.
I know. So after he rubs up Shocker's hands before he can get free, he starts doing the old chin music.
Bro, look how he's just carrying him as he's swinging away. Like, what is... That's so emasculating, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at it.
Because the security guard comes running in and Shocker blasts him out the window and says, either stop me or catch him, sucker.
What is this, a Harley Quinn ultimatum? Hey-oh.
Mr. J.
Pudding.
So Spider-Man catches the guard and of course Shocker's gone. And then I guess the boss comes in. Trevor Atkins. Hey, the Shocker was looking for your diet secrets. The Shocker took looking from your computer our client list.
Bro, they don't give Shocker no respect because there's unfortunately and meanwhile, sarcastic meanwhiles when they cut to him. Like, bro, even the writers give this dude no respect.
I know. Looks like a security. I know because it's like a security firm, but he's like, oh, the guy's like, oh, he took our client list, and Spider-Man's like, can I take a copy? And the guy's like, well, I guess our clients can alter their codes immediately. So the Shocker already has bad codes. We're 6 pages in. Shocker's already.
What a schmuck.
Yes. So King of the Selfies, of course, grabs his camera and swings off. Thinking, which way should I go to look for a Shocker? So he swings south, but then due north, we see
unfortunately due north,
hiding in an alley behind a dumpster, the Shocker.
Looking like Dick Tracy's cousin.
He's thinking, oh, I'm safe, but what if the next guy isn't Spider-Man? What if it's Scourge?
God, can we be done with this guy yet?
And we get a nice Bagley panel there of from Captain America 318. Scourge although Scourge wasn't wearing his suit when he gunned down all those. I know you hate Captain America, but I think I have Cap 318. Oh, I don't think I told you. I told the boys on Quantum Zone on Tuesday. We're going to be doing Captain America 318 because in April, between Comic Capers and Spider Cast, we're going to be doing for Kona. We're doing Turner Decentry.
Nice.
In April, yes.
You're giving the boy his dream. I'm so happy for him.
Because it starts in Spider-Woman, goes to a Marvel team up. There's a Captain America. There's a Punisher issue in there too. So
I'll take Punisher. I don't care,
And then I think the final appearance of Turner Decentry was a Superior Spider-Man. So there's a little something in there for everybody.
Spread it around.
Hey-o.
You're welcome.
Look how big it is.
Well, I thank you.
That's a big bazooka. I agree. Talking about the artwork. I'm 12 when you need me to be 12.
The big bazooka.
Anyway, so Shocker's thinking I need to figure out a way to turn the tables on Scourge and kill him, and the data on these discs is going to help.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
I know. Oh, and then meanwhile at JFK, we see two old people get in a cab. Talking in secret. We've already covered the finale.
Insert the picture of Ben Affleck smoking a cigarette outside his recovery house. That's just how I feel about this topic.
I wonder if Peter found my secret lab down in the subway.
What is this? A terrible Spider-Man movie?
Well, exactly.
Fight me!
But what if we ruin Peter Parker's life forever? The old lady says.
Good. I mean, you can't do worse than what Mephisto did, so don't worry about it, kiddo.
And then,
Don't
just
worry about it.
coincidentally, on a totally unrelated note, the next morning, Peter's at Aunt May's house looking at old pictures of his parents. Mom and Dad. Sounds strange to call them that. I never even knew them. How could you, Peter? They died in a plane crash when you were a baby.
Like that? Okay, first of all, can we talk about how irresponsible it is to have a baby and both of you guys get on a plane? Like, I'm just saying, millennials might not like kids, but that's pretty much the rule.
Not even just a plane. They were secret agents. Thank you.
Exactly. It's like, why even have a kid at that point? That's just blackmail material.
Richard, did you slip one past the goalie?
They say birth control is only 99% effective, as well as like condoms are like 99.3 or whatever it is. So, there's a chance if you got strong sperm game, there's a chance you can slip one past the goalie. Scientific fact.
What? Condoms are 100%?
No, they're not.
I know.
That's why celibacy is the best.
Oh, no one's buying that from you. Just hush. Yeah, next thing she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, sobriety is awesome."
You do need to take 30 days off every now and then so you can still stay drunk. So
30 days spread over 365, right, Lil?
Exactly.
But oh yeah, Peter's borrowing a picture of his parents. This is for the school papers doing an article on computer enhancement. Artificial aging people. I wonder what his parents are gonna look like aged up.
That's not going to dovetail into our story in any way, shape, or fashion. There's no feather in your cap. You're crazy.
Just coincidentally, when those old people are coming from the airport. Oh, but then Aunt May's like, I'm concerned about these pictures as she holds up the bugle.
I'm just like, whoa, easy, easy, Aunt May.
And who wrote that headline, Shocked by the Shocker? Was that Ray?
Maybe Robbie. Maybe it was Robbie.
I think it was Ray.
What the F? Bubble boo boo.
Watch out for them drop bears. Aunt May's talking to Sam.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
You care, Aunt May, because you don't have a man in your life that you're plotting to kill? Like, what? Mind your business, Aunt May.
Willie Lumpkin escaped my clutches. How there?
Like, seriously, she's only ever up in his business when she's single. She's the worst kind of person.
And again, too, she's like, "Oh, you need to find another way to, augment your college fund." It's
What's
like,
he gonna do? Teach piano lessons?
It's like, have you given me a dime in college money, old lady? Then shut up. Not to worry, Aunt May. I'm super cautious.
And we gave away the marriage for this. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Casada. And then she's thinking, I hate the butt in. No, you don't.
It's kind of her jam.
But I lost Ben, Nathan, even Peter's parents to violence.
Why are we having this conversation now, Aunt May?
I know. Why are we bringing up Peter's parents so much all of a sudden?
Where's my guilty floating head? I need a shot.
Where's the angel to smash over your head?
I got a headache.
And then, Peter goes to the ESU. He's thinking, boy, the whole thing she went through with the vulture really must have shaken her up. The Spectacular Spider-Man 186 to 188.
Editor's note. Note.
And then for some reason they have Name of the Rose on there too from Web 84-389, which stay tuned next year. Oh, that crate is coming in December. Oh, maybe I'll keep lips sealed about that.
We'll see.
Oh, you don't want to hear about Demo-cember?
Sure, I'll take it.
That will come after our first annual Green Gobble Gobble month.
Smoke the doobie.
Gobble gobble.
Smoke the doobie.
Edibles are now legal in Florida, so we can make Thanksgiving spicy in Florida. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Well, not real true edibles, but that's a whole nother thing.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
So Peter goes in I can see his buddies Jack and Cindy. How's the project going? So there they show him all the photos they've been aging up, including taking some black man and making him an old white man.
Hey man, it's the Michael Jackson video.
Oh, oh, Lilith, just beat it. So he gives them the picture of his parents, and they're like, "Oh, hey, look, you'll like this."
Too bad Shocker isn't a smooth criminal.
Oh,
I can do this all day.
What a thriller. Oh, look at this. They aged up Jameson, but all they did was the hair's gray now.
A little more gray.
The rest of it's gray, yes.
Out here looking like Colonel Future, quiet as it's kept. Scroll over.
Adolf Jameson. So, oh, look, that's a nice segue to the Daily Bugle.
If you say so.
Jameson chewing out one of his people, and then the building shakes. What an earthquake!
His anger is that powerful, guys.
So some guy called
Suck it, Perry White.
Oh, jeez.
Great Caesar's ghost.
Suck it, Lilith.
So yeah, the whole building shakes, and Jameson's like, "What's going on down there?" It's some maniac in yellow and brown tearing the place apart. I don't know. I don't know how to describe his colorful costume.
Talk about a wizard.
Oh,
like they really hated the Shocker because that color scheme says it all, bro. They're just like, I just need a villain. I don't really care. Give me yellow and brown. All the green and purple. We've done enough green and purple. Give me the yellow and brown.
Oh my lord, what was it? Amazing 46. Stan, we're gonna make the Shocker look like a turd.
Sounds about right. That tracks.
I'll buy that. So I don't know how to stop him, and Jameson hits a button.
Look how he gets hit in the back of his neck.
Oh yeah, he gets hit in the back with looks like a hockey puck.
Oh god, no respect at all, bro.
He's like, can't get up. Oh, Shocker can't get up.
He's falling and he can't get up.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
That's because gravity's just been boosted 5 times. Whatever that means.
Well, it's a well, instead of anti-gravity, it's a heavy gravity disc, you know.
Boom!
It's like
How about no?
How about no?
Jameson's renting out the Wild Pack, Silver Sable's Wild Pack, I guess.
Right? Like just out of nowhere. Nobody, absolutely nobody.
Well, I think they mentioned it once or twice before because he's like, I know so many villains trashed the Bugle.
I wonder why. It's like ever since that kid started taking photos, you know.
King of the selfies. But then Shocker, as soon as I vibrate your weight gain program off my back, oh boy.
You get a vibrating hand and you get a vibrating hand.
I'll show you. I'll show you that the Shocker ain't that easy to handle. Oh look, but one of the
he got webbed up.
Yeah, he hits him with a net. Pins him to the wall.
Oh, this is humiliating. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Look at yourself, bruh.
Well,
Life of crime ain't for you, bruh. Look at yourself.
Shocker's like, I got what I came for, so he like vibrates himself through the wall, crushes the wall right into the elevator shaft and gets away. Should we tell Jameson first or Silver? That's like asking if I want to stick my hand in a lawnmower or a blast furnace.
I'll take the blast furnace.
So later, look, it even says when Peter Parker arrives to pick up a paycheck,
his measly pennies, because Jameson, he don't pay his employees right.
So yeah, he walks in, sees Jameson chewing out the Wild Pack. Robbie, what happened? Oh, we had a visit from the Shocker. He took some research data. Where's Spider-Man when you really need him, eh?
Always a day late and $1 short, apparently.
Again, they always hint around for a while that Robbie might know he's Spider-Man.
Plausible deniability, but it only works with Jim Gordon. Sorry, buddy.
So Robbie, you earned that. Just with that panel, you earned like towards the end of the Clone Saga when Peter's standing there in Jameson's office and like Ben Reilly comes swinging in as Spider-Man and Peter's like, "What's the matter, Robbie? Never seen me and my friend Spider-Man together before?"
Wink, wink, eyebrows, eyebrows, elbow, nudge, nudge, nudge.
You know, oh hey, have you met my cousin from out of town?
Just the blonde version of me.
My identical cousin from my aunt's side, you know, my aunt through marriage's side.
Might as well name him Patty. His name should have been Patrick from Patty Duke.
They weren't even blood relations, but oh, hey, we're identical.
Genetics are weird. It can happen, maybe.
Yeah. Tell the jackal that. That's
Too
right.
soon.
That's right. Come back at the end of the month, kids. Peter, I guess his timing isn't always perfect. Can I get a hard copy?
What the devil's his game? Look at his face. His little angry face. It's so cute. You just want to pinch it.
Well, on a new profile picture.
No.
This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Shocker's not a spy. So shouldn't that be like Shocker's not smart enough to be a spy?
No respect, bro. Like, goodness.
And then, oh, look, we see the old people in the hotel room again.
Well, these old people just kicked the bucket already.
Oh, looks like they're about to do it. And then they're saying, oh, what if the boy resists? Then we'll make him see that resisting us would be the worst mistake he's ever made.
Resistance is futile.
Hey, want to clean up some Android love? Oh, wait, never mind. Too soon.
Too soon.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah, back in Soho, King of the Selfies is doing his homework, thinking, good thing Mary Jane's doing a mall appearance to promote her soap opera.
Nah, she's hanging out with Bruce, bro. She ain't doing no mall appearance.
Batman.
It is night.
Exactly. Wouldn't be surprised to find her hanging out on a rooftop. Just saying.
In a cat suit, you know?
Batman. Look how big it is.
Bigger than me.
Well, he's got to go. You know, he's alone with his thoughts, so he's got to go flipping across town. He can't help it.
Well, yeah, it's cross-referencing all the data. Security info with space shuttle data. It's finally played off. MoLead Labs made an advance in technology. It's being applied in the next spacewalk. Its special air compressor and Shocker's weapons are powered by compressed air. So he's about to take off on it.
Here's your breadcrumbs if you're a dum-dum.
So he's like, oh, Aunt May, what are you doing here? Have you thought about what I said earlier?
No, you crazy old senile bat. Get out of here.
About leaving the Bugle? I have a friend who owns a bookstore. I'm sure she'd give you a part-time job. Yeah,
you think a part-time job is going to pay for this apartment? What do you want him to move back in with you?
Apartment and college? Yeah, sure.
It's not 1920, sister.
Oh, do you think Aunt May thinks Mary Jane supporting him?
Ooh, well, she kind of is low key, but
I know. Peter.
Well, Bruce is supporting them both, quiet as it's kept.
Why, Peter? You got to give up that dangerous job. You know you got a sugar mama now. Just pay attention to laying that pipe, Peter.
Apparently, we didn't name you Peter for nothing.
Oh! How do you think I got the king of the underworld interested in me, Peter?
It's in the genes.
That's one genes of the girl.
Oh God, she's just like she's annoying in this issue. I'm not even gonna lie. So
oh yeah, even Peter's like, oh, she wants to talk. He's like, oh, I gotta go. Can we talk when I get back? And just leaves her in his apartment alone.
Oh, first of all, never leave your older relatives alone with your stuff because they're nosy and they don't have the etiquette that we do. Just saying, I've noticed.
I know, because she's looking at the papers on the coffee table. Schoolwork? No, it's labeled Fenster security.
Don't wobble your old butt down there, Aunt May.
He was stupid enough to circle the address, so she's like, oh, I bet, you know.
Classic Peter. But
like,
you know.
I'm going to go down and talk him out of this foolishness. And if I can, I'll call the police.
It's like, okay, you know he's probably like, he's taking pictures of Spider-Man. That's dangerous. You're old as dirt. Like, just wait.
Oh, my.
Just wait. You might break a hip. Just trying to get there on the subway. You know, just wait.
So yes, too late. We see the Shocker's already broken in at Mobley Labs.
See, this is what I mean. He's not a smooth criminal. Look at that, coming in like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah, that vault door is all broken. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing's supposed to triple the air for the astronauts, but for him, it'll triple his power. What's 3
Sure,
times?
buddy.
What's 3 times 0?
Loser. That's what Phil's trying to say.
I bet you're thinking that's. He's like, with this thing, I'll be unstoppable, and he's thinking it. And Peter goes, I bet you're thinking that thing will make you unstoppable. As he webs it out of his hand, but will it make you any less annoying?
No, not a chance.
They just start going to town on it.
To quote one of my most annoying characters ever, not a chance.
Glad Shocker's still here. I'm a little late. Had to torn 34th Street to stop a mugging. That victim did not think it was a wonderful life.
Oh.
Or a miracle.
It's not Spidey Sinister Sixmas. What are you doing the Christmas puns for?
Oh, please. We're too busy doing auto jokes. And you know somebody's probably going to guess as much as he can, with auto in every story. Although I don't know who I could be talking about.
Something between your legs like that?
I have that question a lot for people, but I keep it to myself. I keep it to myself.
So yes, Shockers. It's off a good shot.
Like Spidey doesn't even put like 1/8 effort into his Shocker fights.
But that should he have to?
Exactly. That's just what I'm saying. Like, poor Shocker. Let's get this man an upgrade. He needs to like collab with like Dr. Doom or somebody. Like, just saying.
Exactly.
Somebody that'll take pity on him. Him and Loki, maybe.
Oh
a fun little story.
Be the new absorbing man. Damn it! I mean, write it up.
I was gonna say, it couldn't be worse than being where he is now. So, him and Star Blast, we brings back Star Blast.
Don't bring back Star Blast. But yeah, Aunt May walks in. Oh look, she doesn't even see the guards.
Right on time to break a hip.
Doesn't see the guards tied up. She's like, the building's deserted. Maybe I should call the police. As she walks over to a payphone. That's right, kids. We used to have phones just in public places, on the wall.
Gross.
Exactly. Germaphobe Lilith Hellfire says gross.
Just mildly.
So
the situation hasn't made it better. So
I think she dials the 9, and as she's going for that first one, Shocker and Spider-Man come cool. Oh yeah. What?
Grief.
What? No, it can't be Aunt May. And then
of course it was. You left it in your. Come on, Peter. Do you not know your Aunt May?
You circled the address. Oh no, Aunt May! I don't want.
I didn't want you to come down here and get killed so I could get the house to myself in Queens. No, that's not what I did.
Oh my lord. Mephisto was right. Mephisto was like, "It's my time."
He's like, "Is it?" Too soon.
Damn. But yeah, so Peter's distracted. So Shocker gets a shot, either his stomach or the naughty bits.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. So surprised to see Aunt May. I ignored my spider sense. Shocker's getting away. And then he's like, Mrs. Parker, you have to get out of here. But my nephew, he's not here anymore. Now please go.
Get out of here, you old bat.
But now he feels the spider sense because Shocker's put that compressor on.
Uh-oh.
With triple power, he could be unstoppable. No.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Maybe I should bail out, tag him with a spider tracer, and call the Avengers. No!
For Shocker? They're gonna laugh you off the phone, homie.
What is this? Wait a minute. You're gonna call the Avengers for Shocker? What is this?
They're gonna laugh you off the phone, bro.
Who's writing this? Bendis?
Time for a crossover.
6 issues out of this. What would Shocker do in the meantime? With all that power, he could kill someone. Oh, responsibility. Take a drink, Lilith.
All right, I'll take it. I mean, if you say I can take a shot, future Lilith, take a shot. Phil demands it.
Thank you for the drop. Okay, I'll take it. But Peter, it's up to me, and I think I know how. His costume generates a vibratory field, can shake me off me and my webbing, so he can all Taylor Swift them.
Ooh, shake it off.
But that compressor's not part of it. If I can hold on and crush the flow tubes, maybe the pressure will back up. And Shocker puts his hand right on his skull. Real stupid, Spider Guy. With this kind of kick, I can vibrate your eyeballs right out of your skull.
I mean, maybe that's what he's into. Don't kink shame him.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Now look at this panel where they
maybe he likes
that's pretty explosive. I'm just saying.
Maybe he likes his stuff vibrated.
Eyeballs and penises.
Apparently, that's what this issue is about. Apparently,
yeah. The thing, yes, yeah. Peter's able to hold on, and the pressure does. The thing explodes.
It builds to an epic climax.
It explodes on Shocker's back. Lil's like, I feel you, bro.
Yuck.
Anyway, so yes.
Nobody tell Rob prerequisite.
Although, I don't know, man. Pretty soon it might be the Wild West out here.
Nobody tell Rob. And then I'll be the one telling you guys, shh. No, I get the one drop an episode.
I'm just waiting for the phone calls. Boy, and I thought Diane and Marnell were bad, but you and Lil, holy. I love this. And later, as a groggy Herman Schultz is taken away, he's always groggy.
I mean, he's Herman Schultz. Come on. Like, hello?
Aunt May, what the hell were you doing here? Peter, you're all right. I was so worried.
I know this seems sudden, but it's been building for a long time. Okay, and we're officially back in the Lilith Hellfire fan fiction. What's up, guys?
Raised you like a son, and I don't want to lose you. I can take care of myself if you can accept that. Wouldn't this be the ideal time to just say, hey, you know what? I'm Spider-Man. Don't worry.
Right? That would make her worry more, though.
I guess. I know. But in my heart,
I mean, y'all live in New York, though, and you live in Queens. I'm just saying. You got a lot of nerve to be pointing fingers, old lady.
Whoa. So she says,
we should move you into a nursing home, Aunt May. Like, that's how I would have turned that.
Don't make me call your husband. Don't make me get him off his throne. She says she's a worrywart. No, you've been the parents I never had. I love you, Aunt May, and nothing will ever change that.
Epilogue.
Oh, look, the picture's done and aged up. Peter's parents look like those people from the hotel in the airport.
No way! Get out of town! Shut the front door! I could have never expected that.
They look like some aged up androids.
Paranoid android. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
You know, something for every generation.
All right, so before we get to the new issue, should we get Ray's feedback on this issue?
Yes, let's hear what that crazy little kid had to say.
Little kid?
Ray Ray on the phone.
Little kid, he's older than both of us. All right, so yes, once again, Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast, Nowhere Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, and of course, Scarlet Spider here last Tuesday of every month, and of course, the biggie, Into the Night,
the
Moon Knight
podcast.
You know we're gonna have to do that.
Don't you forget it.
You know we're gonna have to do that tomorrow when he's on, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so here once again is Ray to talk Amazing Spider-Man 364. Take it away, Ray.
Hello, Lilith and Phil. This is Ray. Just going to drop in my thoughts as I walk down a main road. So excuse the noise. Anyway, some comments for Amazing Spider-Man 364. A very enjoyable issue.
Oh, step lightly. Watch out for the koalas.
Lilith Shocktober. So where to begin? Of course, I'm not going to mention or not going to spend too much time talking about Mark Bagley's art because it's just brilliant. And the Shocker in particular never looked so good. So that was fun. I really like this Shocker-centric issue because you get to learn a bit more about him. I mean, his power set is a little one-dimensional, but I like the fact that they keep on reminding you that he can vibrate stuff to either take the webbing off or get that he had that device put on his back by Silver Sable's crew to make him like 5 times heavier. He can free himself up with that sort of thing. But what I found really cool was the fact that he was after this device that would basically triple his power and make him unstoppable. I found it a little funny how Peter was thinking, oh gosh, should he call the Avengers in because the Shocker has become like this higher kind of powered being. In reality, I mean, if you look at it, he's not that smart as well anyway. So you have the likes of Maury Bench, who's massively powerful as Hydra Man, but he can still easily be kind of accounted for by many of the costumed superheroes. So it was fun to see Shocker amped up, but I guess inevitably he wasn't going to be that much of a threat. Also the fact that, apart from his Shocker, enhancements and his suit, as Spider-Man pointed out towards the beginning, just like one bop to the head and he'll be in Snooze Town pretty quickly. But anyway, it was so much fun to see him. He seems less traumatized than he had been in the previous issues about, the Scourge finding and killing him, although it was raised again just to kind of keep things ticking, keep things consistent. So that was cool. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this issue. As a side plot, we have, it's funny retrospectively now looking at it, Peter's parents and this whole kind of mystery. And again, retrospectively, it's so funny actually with this new technology of aging people's faces, which, these days you can do on an app. But anyway, the suspense of what would Peter's parents, fortuitously and coincidentally, he wonders this just as we see this mysterious couple kind of fly in from Europe. But retrospectively, it was no surprise as to who they would be.
Everyone hides in
but
Europe.
The big reveal at the end with the aged faces is that Peter's parents look exactly like those of the couple coming from Europe. Big things ahead, and it was big, in the kind of Spidey canon. So interesting. I
Look how
loved,
big it is.
Aunt May's meddling. This is for me classic. Aunt May, she's just trying to look out for her nephew, but she really goes to full lengths to actually try and control his life. He's a fully grown man, but to the extent that she goes to the lab and she's put in some real danger. So a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, interesting to hear what you guys, again, as always, I always say, you have to say, very shocking issue. I was totally shocked by the Shocker, and Finn is visibly shocked now as well. So I'll leave it at that. But I can't wait to hear your thoughts because I really enjoyed this issue. I'd give this a good A. It was a nice one and done. But yeah, catch up.
Dad, can you hold my hand at least while we're crossing the street?
I would go and give it a solid B-. In terms of Shocker stories, not like overall general good comic book storytelling. Just in the range of Shocker stories, it's definitely a B-. Let's not get carried away. Let's keep our expectations in the Shocker box.
Whoa, freezing. Shocker box.
Why did your eyes glance over to my box? I was expecting that one, but okay.
Thank you, Lilith.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
There you go. Master Doom's is a much better drop than mine.
That's true.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
All right, so we're going to talk the new issues this week quickly.
Yes, let's hurry. And go. You got 5 minutes.
Amazing Spider-Man 49/850.
Cheap renumbering, but it deserves it, and they treated it as such an epic event.
Well, and next week and the next issue is number 50. So
50, yeah, it's like you couldn't just.
So what are we going to get 2 extra sized issues at 2 weeks in a row?
I don't, it's Marvel, so I wouldn't doubt it, but I would hope not.
Well, I know it's coming next week, so. Says,
Another $10 book, really?
Well, this wasn't 10, was it? Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yes, it was. Sorry, I got a bunch together. And I didn't. Yeah.
Phil spends so much money he doesn't care on comic book. He's like, give it to me, I want it.
Oh, listen to Miss. I need a fleet of cars and podcast spaces and.
Well, I'm trying to make a viable business. Excuse me.
In a whole.
You gotta diversify in the pandemic.
And a whole farm full of dogs and armadillos.
Gotta be prepared for the end of the world. I'm telling you, people don't expect armadillos.
She's gonna be living off the land in her thruple.
One can only dream.
Just wait to hear our Ghostbusters review over on Capes, man.
Florida is a peninsula as well, just like Alaska. Just gonna throw that out there.
Lilith loves those peninsulas.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
Anyway, I thought this was a great kind of, hodgepodge of things. The artwork was amazing. I really enjoyed the cover. It really pulls you in. Even if you were like, $10, and you start looking at it, you flip through the print, like, yeah, I'm going to spend this $10.
Yeah, and of course.
Shut up and take my money!
I mean, you got a couple artists, but yeah, I mean, of course, Bagley's in here. Love that. Oh, did you see? I guess I just saw an article today. I guess, I don't know with what issue, but I guess Ryan Otley's leaving.
Yeah, he's leaving. That's unfortunate, but I'm glad they're trying. Like, I mean, as much as I love established artists, I'm always happy to see new talent on Spider-Man, especially just to see what they can bring to the table. Just because they do keep such veteran, artists on, their number one moneymaker. So it's nice that they let everybody get a turn like a doorknob. Spider-Man's a doorknob. # deal with it.
Whoa.
What the F?
Just like Batman is DC's doorknob. It's fine. We just have to, just
Batman.
Okay,
it's what it is.
Batman's DC's doorknob. Okay, Ray.
Batman.
So,
but
I enjoyed it though. I didn't find a single fault with this issue. I liked all the stories. I thought the artwork was on point.
And you knew it was coming eventually, but Norman of course gets the Goblin formula back.
Of course he does. But we even get a little Juggernaut, and every time you see the Juggernaut now, it's I'm the Juggernaut. If you don't think that, you're not a real fan, bro. Do you even comic book movie, bro? Do you?
And I didn't think when he turned into the Juggernaut, his head did that, but I mean, Sin Eater's head went there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's great.
I'm just like, that looks like Clayface and a mushroom had a baby, but okay.
Then we get all the Spider family, which makes sense. I mean, even more than Batman, Peter would have people person than Bruce is supposedly the Dark Loner, and he has more sidekicks than anyone in
exactly that's what they just want you to think. So when you pick up your first Batman book, oh good, I won't have to read all the spinoffs like everybody else. That's another thing about Spider-Man. I think why that experiment with Mary Jane and Black Cat, it's like, well, I think it's time, especially for the women in his life and stuff, but I digress.
But yeah, like you said, the backup stories were good too. Even that last one. I mean, Peter finally meets Starling. She'd been a Miles villain before that. Well, anti-hero villain kind of before this.
Yeah. Everybody needs a good Deathstroke in their life. It's fine.
Whoa. So this issue gets the Lilith Hellfire seal of approval.
It's definitely an A+. Like I said, there wasn't a story I didn't like. There wasn't a single panel of artwork that I wasn't blown away by. It popped. It was vibrant. It was fun, and it was respectful of, such an epic number. I just wish that we had a true number and it wasn't 850/49.
Exactly.
But, it is what it is.
Just leave it where it's at. But
I'm honestly, for Spider-Man, I'm surprised they didn't.
I know. Come on.
For the big ones, well, maybe not Fantastic Four. You really couldn't do that at this point after what they did to Fantastic Four. They had no respect at all, but
they had a 2 or 3 year break.
Yeah. But Spider-Man? You can't just let Spider-Man be? Okay. That's my only issue, really.
Exactly. Well, I mean, now they do that stupid thing where they do both numberings.
I don't like both. Yeah. It looks so unaesthetically pleasing for me.
Pick one. Yeah, and they make the smaller number bigger.
Look how big it is.
I mean, they are mostly men in the comic book industry, so I get it.
Whoa!
Boom!
You're saying compensating?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We really need that.
We're gonna get sued by the Kool-Aid man. What? I don't know who owns Kool-Aid actually. I don't know if it's its own brand.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
But yeah, no. If you were kind of on the fence about picking it up because it's a $10 book, it's one of the rare gems in modern comic books where it's actually worth the $10. They really do give you your money's worth in this particular instance.
Yeah, if you're a Spider-Man fan, I'd say it's worth it. And,
even if you're not, grab it. You know how people love to jack up the prices, so.
Yep.
And please, for the love of God, stop going to eBay. Like, just go to a local comic book shop. They need your help.
Seriously.
But I have heard of some local comic book shops now charging eBay prices on day one for speculation. So if you're a local comic book shop that does that, especially during the pandemic, you might want to rethink that business model. Just as a heads up.
It's simple, stupid.
Pretty much, especially during this time.
Exactly. All right.
On that note.
Oh, wait. We talk Miles Morales?
If we must, I'm kind of faltering. I'm kind of faltering with this book. It's kind of like wash, rinse, repeat. We need something a little more exciting.
Do you think the pace has slowed down a little bit, or?
Oh, absolutely. It was so like driving and fast paced. That's what made that really was what made the book for me in contrast to all these other, spider books where everything's just slow as hell.
Well, right now I think they're kind of slowing down for that outlawed crossover.
True, which I'm curious about. Not that I'm excited, but I'm curious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what did you think? Your favorite character, Captain America, was in here.
Not bad. It's small doses. He's fine.
Exactly.
Like I said, in the Marvel universe, his movies aren't actually his own solo movies, so that's why they're bearable, and that's usually why they're some of the best. Just the food for thought.
And then, of course, Miles meets, evil Miles. Oh, and of course, he's a Spider-Man, so he gets a clone.
God.
I know.
I think that's probably where I was just like, you know what? I think I've had just about enough with this book. I'm not reliving it.
And then
don't do this to Miles.
And then we'll turn to the page for next issue and sees Miles and Captain America on the page. It was like, oh, come on.
I mean, it was to be expected, to be honest.
Yes.
If you know anything about modern day comic books, it was no surprise. So even if you don't read the solicits from the issue, you should gather that's what's coming next.
Oh, yeah. You see Cap in this issue. He didn't meet up with Miles this issue. You knew it was coming.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm curious, but like my they need to pick up the energy again. Like that, like I said, that was because it's like they were trying to capture that young, frenetic energy of Miles's youth. And I think that's like what we have been focusing on Miles-centric books. And I think that's where it like shines and excels the most. So don't lose that pace, I think, is my only note.
Indeed.
I am kind of like curious if they actually are trying to do a live action Spider-Verse, by the way. Like, let Sony have something. Don't be that guy, Marvel.
I mean,
unless you can get Nick Cage. If you can get Nick Cage, do it.
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah. I need a whole like little mini series spinoff for just Nick Cage being. Come on, Disney Plus, come through. Give the girlies what we want.
Just like with Rocket and Groot, what about a Spider-Ham?
I'm saying I could do a Spider-Ham cartoon, honestly.
There you go.
And he could have like Howard the Duck and all like the anthropomorphic animals. Come on, Marvel. I mean, I don't want to work for y'all, but you can have those ideas for free. So yeah, I mean, the Spider Universe is still going strong. It's still got plenty to love, not a lot to hate. I don't really hear a lot of fans complaining, so that's like refreshingly, like shockingly, like a good thing. Shockingly? Yes. I got one in. You're welcome. So yeah, no, I mean, I think Shocktober has been good so far. I think it's just a nice break because Herman is just a joke, and we need a laugh in this dumpster fire of a year. But the stories you picked were really good too, highlighting like with the Sinister Syndicate, and now just him like being hungry for power, and that whole Scourge thing playing in the background too. I like it.
Oh, well, thank you.
I see what you did
I'm
there.
thirsty for it, bro.
Scourge is thirsty for her, bro.
Whoa!
But on that note, let's do some shameless plugs and tell them what we're going to read next time they see us.
All right. So coming up next time to wrap up your Shocktober. See how
It's
many
over so soon.
Well, the last month, of course, will be Scarlet Spider, of course.
I know.
But yes, next time we'll be reading Peter Parker, Spider-Man 51 and 52.
Ooh.
From the 2000s. So.
Back in the 2000s. See, it just doesn't sound as good. The 90s was the last great decade. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. If you weren't alive, sucks to be you.
and it's no Sinister Syndicate, but there is a team up with Hydro Man, so.
Because water and electricity.
Ugh, shocking.
They tried it.
Anyway, so yes, so we're gonna be reading that, and then our next episode of Scarlet Spider, and the wrap up October. But then what comes after October, right, Lilith Hellfire?
Gobble gobble.
Hob gobble gobble, man.
Gobble gobble.
This time it's green.
No, next year will be green. No, this is still Hob. This is Mackindale, baby.
Mackindale.
Gobble gobble.
Putting the jive in jive turkey.
I mean, you thought Shocktober was bad. Wait till we get the Mackindale.
Honestly, though, I don't think the Mackindale stories are that bad. I think they're pretty engaging for what it was.
Oh yeah,
I will say that it was an engaging, interesting kind of thing. It's just the execution was kind of lackadaisical. I think is why it doesn't hit as hard as it could.
And not to give too much away, but I think is it our first Mackindale story? We get a drunk Spider-Man, so right up.
But is he like drunk Barry on the CW, where he just loves chicken wings? That's the question.
The Flash.
I just love chicken wings so much, and in that moment, I related to Barry Allen for the first time in a long time.
His face covered in sauce.
I love that. I love that GIF. I need that GIF. But yeah.
Anyway, so send your thoughts on all of that. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-30. Get on that payphone. Get on that payphone like that old broad and call us 614-382-2737. And of course, follow us on follow Ultimate Spidercast on Facebook, Twitter,
Insta.
The Instagrams.
Calm down there, Charlie.
How dare you? You can find the link to our YouTube channel. Go subscribe and watch this video and many more.
And smash that bell. We need 1,000 viewing hours to get monetized, people.
Daddy needs a new pair of everything. Go on, go hit that subscribe button and go subscribe to the Patreon. Speaking of money, go subscribe to the Patreon for all things Star Trek. And there's also links to merchandise. Woo.
Stay hydrated, my friends.
That's what plants crave. Anyway, so all the links, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors. Tweaked Audio. Go get yourself some Tweaked Audio headphones. Hunt a Killer.
Michelle Gray needs our help, guys.
That's right.
You know what? What better way to spend post-Thanksgiving haze than, doing a at-home escape room? Just saying.
That's true.
I'm 12 when you need me to be 12.
And interested in podcasting, go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. And you can get that on Amazon. And when you go on Amazon for that and more, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Anywhere you can hear or see this podcast. Help us support this crazy show. The Southgate Media Group Network. And that crazy, shocking individual himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Why did your eye drift over to my body?
That's all right. Do you see Martha's on Instagram now? She put up a picture of Rob and Molly, and I said, "Oh, look, there's the boss and her dad," and she loved that.
Nice.
All right, Lilith, where can people find you?
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire. I think I'm gonna try to tweet Swamp Thing maybe because I loved it on HBO on DC Universe. So I'm interested to see the edited version. So if you guys are watching that, come find me. If you're on Insta, find me for my boring life stuff, Lilith Hellfire 86, and for my fun memes, comic book memes at Lilith Hellfire 69.
It's ting ting tingling, ting ting tingling.
Gobble gobble.
That's right, kids. Come back next time for our wrap-up of Shocktober already. Peter Parker, Spider-Man 51 and 52, followed by an episode of Scarlet Spider, just me and Ray. That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pre-recorded. Conan had to go to work. But until next time, swing on back.
Thwip, thwip, thwip.